Well, I guess this is going to take me 3 videos to deal with this subject for now. When I said safer in the last video, I don't know, I can't remember if I explained this. What I meant to suggest was that maybe women feel safer with a man who responds to beauty. You know, a sensitive man, if you will. Boy, there's something so funny in the movie Bedazzled. I think I talked about that before, about how, oh, what's his name, Brendan Fraser, he wanted to be the most sensitive man in the world. But anyway, if a man did not respond to beauty, I think that would make the world of women more dangerous. And I don't actually only mean beauty in women. Beauty in general, but I suspect, and I can quote Shakespeare, a character saying that it starts with beauty in women. So anyway, that's what I meant there. Now, some historical beauties. Helen of Troy, the face that launched 1,000 ships. You know, I always think, boy, when they have a film version of that, who's going to play her part? The Queen of Sheba. I don't know if she is renowned to have been that beautiful. I'm not sure, but you usually think of her so impressing Solomon. Cleopatra, certainly renowned to be one of the most beautiful women ever. The Virgin, I'll jump here. Well, no, I won't. Beauty pageants in general have always puzzled me. You know, that girls or young women go out and let people judge who's the most beautiful of them. I thought that seemed to me that was odd. But anyway, there's a famous beauty pageant really among these 3, which I'll get to in a moment. The Virgin Mary. You see, I talked about this earlier in the class. A whole cult arose around the Virgin Mary. In the early Middle Ages, you know, people concluded that she must have been the most beautiful, the most perfect woman of all, the Virgin Mary. And it ushered in this whole image, this whole mystique of being virginal or pure or so ladylike. The concept of lady, which I tried to deal with earlier in the first year. I tried to deal with that. Now, smart women, Beatrice. You know, in Much Ado About Nothing, I began this school with Much Ado About Nothing, and there's Beatrice. Shakespeare seemed to really love that kind of a character, and these jump to mind. Portia in A Merchant of Venice, or The Merchant of Venice. She is smart enough to solve the situation. She becomes a judge. Rosalind is a very smart woman in I always get that mixed up with As You Like It. I get that mixed up with a couple other names of plays. Kate, Katerina in The Taming of the Shrew. One of the reasons I'm doing this now, actually, is because an alternative start to the 3rd year is to watch The Taming of the Shrew, which I've actually in real time already put online. Kate, I think you can argue, is smart. She's smart enough to allow herself to be tamed, maybe. That's a tricky one there. Now these women, Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Here are 3 Greek gods. And I think you can go to the Greek mythology, and it sheds light on some of this. The wisdom is a goddess, Athena. Aphrodite, well, she was the goddess of desire. So she's the hormone one. And Hera, this is what happens when this one gets older. She's the wife, and there's different kind of stages or aspect of women. But, well, both of these I'm talking about now. Here's Athena. There's Aphrodite. Scheherazade, well, when I used to teach humanities, I would single 3 women out. These 3. But I would add, and I think Scheherazade is the legend. She's only legendary, but she is the one who told stories to keep herself alive. The 101 Arabian Nights is the work. 1001. Eleanor of Aquitaine is a very interesting woman. There's no doubt that she lived. She's right in the midst of this lady concept. She was the wife of, what was it, Henry II, the English King Henry II, and it was at her court that a lot of the courtly love mystique rose up. She comes to mind. Jane Austen, I haven't read her works, but I think she deserves to be in that list. Mary Shelley, at a stroke, she kind of outdid all the romantic poets in a way. And Anne Frank, just a teenage girl. I think she was dead by age 14. But I have read her work, and I think here was a very, very smart woman in the making, or girl. I want to now, I have this feeling I'm forgetting. Now I want to turn to the literature itself. I've mentioned some of these women, and there are so many. I'm taking a big chance here. I don't know what people are going to think of these videos, but it's been on my mind, and so I thought, well, I'll be brave and I'll talk about this. So see you one more time.